deep in a sun-dappled corner of the forest, where wildflowers bloomed and the air smelled of pine and damp earth, lived a cheerful little bunny named Bobo. Bobo had two great loves in his life: the warm kiss of sunshine on his fluffy fur and the sweet, juicy taste of ripe strawberries. Every single morning, without fail, he'd hop out of his cozy burrow, stretch his tiny paws toward the sky, and make his way to his little garden. It wasn't a grand garden, mind you, just a few neat rows of strawberry plants nestled in a sunny clearing. But to Bobo, this patch of green was the most wonderful treasure in the entire world. He was a dedicated gardener. He'd gently water the plants with dewdrops collected on large leaves. He'd sing cheerful little songs to them, believing it helped them grow, and he'd even chat with them as if they were his oldest friends, telling them stories about his day. The strawberries, in turn, seemed to respond to his love, growing plump, red, and impossibly sweet. One bright morning, however, something was amiss. Bobo, ready for his breakfast of a perfectly ripe berry, noticed a gap in his precious patch. 1, 2, 3 of his most beautiful strawberries were gone. He looked around, his little nose twitching with concern. That's when he spotted them. A line of tiny, unfamiliar paw prints leading away from his garden and disappearing into the deeper woods. Bobo thought to himself, his whiskers quivering with curiosity. It seems I have a strawberry thief. Determined to solve the mystery, Bobo hatched a plan. The next morning, instead of tending to his plants right away, he hid himself behind a large leafy fern near the edge of his garden. He sat perfectly still, his long ears perked up, listening. It wasn't long before he heard a faint rustling in the bushes. A shy little squirrel with a fluffy tail and big dark eyes crept cautiously into the clearing. It was Tina. She looked around nervously before scampering over to a strawberry plant and began nibbling on a berry. "Aha, I caught you!" Bobo exclaimed, hopping out from his hiding spot. Startled, Tina dropped the half-eaten strawberry and let out a tiny squeak of fear. I'm so sorry, Bobo," she stammered, her voice trembling. "I didn't mean to steal. I was just so hungry, and they smelled so wonderful." Bobo paused his triumphant hop and tilted his head. He saw the genuine fright in Tina's eyes, and a little tear was starting to form. His heart softened instantly. A gentle smile spread across Bobo's face. "Oh," he said softly, "you were just hungry. Well, next time you don't have to sneak around. Just ask me. Friends share. You see, they don't steal." Tina looked up, surprised by his kindness. She nodded eagerly, a wave of relief washing over her. From that day forward, Bobo and Tina became the very best of friends. They became gardening partners. Together, they worked to expand the strawberry patch, planting even more bushes and tending to them with twice the care. Tina was excellent at digging, and Bobo was a master at finding the sunniest spots. Soon, their little garden flourished, becoming the most beautiful and bountiful strawberry patch in the whole forest. And they didn't keep the treasure to themselves. Every Every evening, as the sun began to set and paint the sky in shades of orange and pink, Bobo and Tina would host a strawberry party. They invited all the other forest animals, the chirping birds, the graceful deer, and even the shy little hedgehog who usually kept to himself. They would all gather and share the sweet, delicious strawberries, their laughter and happy chatter filling the twilight air. And as he looked at his friends enjoying the fruits of their shared labor, Bobo learned a truly precious lesson, one that was even sweeter than the strawberries themselves. When you share what you love, happiness grows just like strawberries in the sunshine. Thank you so much for joining us for Bobo's story today. We hope it brought a little sunshine to your day. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more wonderful tales from the forest. We'll see you next time.